Hey everybody, welcome to Daisy Case Primitives. My name is Christy and I'm back. I've been MIA, been busy. Today's video is about cross stitch. I believe today is June 27th, 2022, and I believe this is Flosstube number 32, 33, something like that. We're back in my craft room slash office slash craft storage room. I really don't do much crafting in here. It's just a small room, but I moved around some furniture, as I often do, and moved these cabinets into here. And I thought I wanted to display a lot of my little stitching, sewing, crafty kind of tchotchkes, things that I've picked up along the way. Some have been gifts from friends. Some are family pieces. Some are things that I have made myself. Antiques along the way. So I just kind of wanted to share that backdrop with you, and you can kind of look at that as I ramble along. Let's just see what I've been doing. I kind of been focusing on the past few weeks here with patriotic stitching. So I wanted to show you some fully finishes. This was a start and a finish. This one I just love. This is a freebie. It's called Colonel Sammy. It is by Lori Brooklyn of Not Forgotten Farm. You can find this chart on her blog, and I just chose some, let's see, I think this was 36 count ween beans from I'm not sure who makes that, but I really love it. I love the color. I'm sorry, I can't remember who the maker is, but with that unusual color name, I'm sure you can find it. And I just chose my own floss colors. I did share this on my Instagram, and I shared the flosses that I changed, my colors that I used instead of the called for DMC. But I love him. This was just a frame that I had found in the past. He's just kind of plopped in here. He's not real straight, not real perfect, but I just think it lends to the primitive style, and I really loved him. So I just love him. I love him. So that was a start and a finish, fully finished. My dough bowl, I think this was in my patriotic stitching Flosstube video, my last one. This is my design, and like I said, typically I don't thread. I don't fluff up my pillows, meaning I don't add trims, but this is another Purple Mountain trim, and I chose, let's see, maybe let's hold it up there and you can kind of see it over here, how the trim is designed, and it's a really dark navy. So I created that one and attached that trim to it. I added these trims to this one and then added the little rusty bell to it. I just took four different types of the trims, cut it, wrapped it around the pillow. I think I did stitch it down. I knotted it under here, stitched it down, and then stitched the bell, and just kind of let it hang, stream down. Looks kind of cute, displayed in a bowl. And that one's backed with that kind of fabric. And these two little stars, little mini stars. These are something that I created. They're backed with the red and tan check homespun, and more trims from Purple Mountain. Very cute. So, I like the trims. They're not overdone. I think they add just enough interest, and I ordered a whole bunch of the little trims from them. So I'm looking forward to just kind of adding them a little bit here and there in my stitching. So those were fully finishes. Now, I have all this stuff in this basket. Let's see what we get through. So after I did some of those finishes, Patriotic Smalls, I've been working on Sweet Liberty by Lori Rippey of Lori's, Homespun Prims by Lori. The brain is not functioning. And here is a little more of my progress. I'm stitching this on needle and flax linen called Brea. And I worked across the top and got some more of the wording in. I really love this sampler design. I knew I wouldn't get this one completed this year, and just had to get it started. I love everything that Lori designs in, but I wanted to get that one started. Let's see, that's all in that bag. It's in my Olivia Pumpkin Hollow Quilts bag. I've kind of been on a fancy bag buying lately. My last Flosstube that I showed you an update, I asked everybody if they could help me decide which black sampler next one start, and it was kind of a toss-up. Everybody was kind of a split, but I chose to do the Mary Jane Moody of Female Worth, and I'm stitching this on 36 count prairie grass linen. This is the one that had a few more specialty stitches in. It's really pretty small. And what floss am I using? I kind of have a bunch of, this is from Tammy Blaylock. Creative Country Girl. I love this bag. Blackbird. So I keep my black sampler patterns that I want to do in the future. And that bag, and I think I'm using Weeks Dye Works Coal. It has nice variegation in it. And here is my progress. So cute. I'm working on eyelet stitches here now. And in these bands, this dividing stitches between the bands, this one, yeah, what is that one called? I don't think I did it properly. Well, where's my pattern at? I did a version of it. I don't think it's really accurate. That's a long arm cross. And coming up on, excuse me, sorry about that. There are rice stitch and queen stitches yet ahead of me in those dividing bands. So let's see here. I can kind of show you closer on that long arm cross. It's not really accurate. It's a form of it. So it's a Christy version of the long arm cross. And I'm really loving this. This one's going to be tiny, going to be small, but it's going to fit, fill in a hole nicely on my black sampler wall that I've shared in one of my last videos. A recent new start. Been inspired by all the bee stitching. This one is Feeding the Bees by Not Forgotten Farm. I like to, in August, I like to change out at the middle of July, end of July, 1st of August, I like to change out the decor for bees. I don't have a whole lot of bee decor or bee stitching. Let's see here. This is my progress. I believe this is on Ween Beans also. Let's try this. If I can get it to lay out nicer where you can see it better. I'm using the charted flosses. I do like it on this darker linen. Let's see. I did make a change. In her bodice of her dress, it's striped. You can't really quite tell it here because it's so light. It's supposed to be a darker stripe. I chose to make mine kind of the creamy color and the yellow stripe, and I messed her up. I messed up somewhere, and I made her a little more busty. She's not really supposed to be that way, but she is on my piece. And I changed my cat color. Cat's supposed to be a light color. I chose to make mine darker, and let's see. I think everything else is pretty much true to chart. But really, you can see this modeling in this linen. I love it. I really love this color. I had to order another piece of it to have on in my stash. So that was a new start. So that was a whip. Okay, and another whip, my June 1st sampler start. This year I've been starting a new sampler every month, 1st of the month, because my philosophy is you can't finish them if you don't start them. So this was June 1st start, but actually because I was so busy, didn't really get started on the 1st of June. It was more like 8th or the 10th. This is Cathcart Calhoun, 1785 by Shakespeare's Peddler. This is a fairly new release. I love it. Love it. And this is in my Blackbird Designs bag by Created to Create BH on Etsy. I'm stitching this one on, let me see, find the tag. It is Fabrics by Stephanie, Chocolate Milk, and I am using all the charted flosses, which are kind of in a tangled mess. And this was my small start. Just getting started on the right-hand side border. So that's going to be pretty. Took me a little bit to get in the rhythm of that border, but I think I figured out a good way, to work down and then back up and then be able to work back out. Then I can come back to it, work on down. I kind of like to figure out a path of my stitching so that I'm not having to stop and start so much, and I can just keep on working, but not waste or carry a lot of threads. So that one's been fun to figure out. It's kind of like a puzzle to figure out my path. So the idea, the thinking I have of my once monthly new sampler starts is starting a new one the 1st of every month, and then next year I will pick that sampler up. So say whatever one I started in January and only got a few days stitching on it, I'm going to pull that one back out next year for that month, and I will work on it the whole month. Of course, I'll have other things interspersed in with my stitching, but I will focus on that one sampler throughout the month, and that way I can get some more time in on them so that eventually they'll get finished, and that'll satisfy my wanting to start everything. Now I want to show you what my next monthly sampler choice will be. This was a new market release, I think. Philadelphia Vine by the Scarlet House. I saw this and loved it. I didn't buy it right away, but I kept seeing others talking about it and thought I better get it. But I chose 36 count Salt Bush by Fox and Rabbit. I think it looks pretty close to the photo. And it calls for Dinky Dyes and Glorianas. But it also has a DMC conversion. So at first I thought, well, I would just use the whoops, I'm losing everything. I would just use the DMC, and I had the DMC already pulled, which are these colors. I think it'll look nice on this linen. July 1st, I'm starting this one with Friends, Patriotic Poppies by Brenda Gervais. I have admired this design, this chart, for a long time, and a friend's birthday will be coming up really soon. You know who you are. So we decided, along with another friend, we're going to start that. And I have, let's see, I have a couple of the flosses. I ordered the others. I hope they get here pretty soon. So what is this? Oh yes, oh yes. I'm going to stitch mine on XJU's Marbled Pointer. So here is, man, that smells good. Here's what it will kind of look like. I don't have all the flosses to show you, but I thought it would be perfect with all the modeling in there. This is the first time I've ever seen this fabric, and I didn't quite know what to expect. I thought, I'm just gonna order it and see, but I think it'll be great. So I'll have a lot left over, and I can see that being a sampler someday. So that's part of the July 1st start plans. Also, I'm excited to do that and get started on that one. I wanted to pull out some more bee charts, and I kind of I did a few purchases, and I also went diving in the stash, and I pulled these out. Excuse me. These are just options. Am I going to stitch them all? No, but I pulled these out as options after I get going here for focusing on my bee stitching. I can choose from these. This is Plum Street Sampler Lesson 3 from the Cereal Bowl collection. So we have a little lady, and she's got her bee skeps, and it says, "The daily labors of the bee awake my soul to industry." I really like that. That's cute. So that was an option I pulled out. This one is by Not Forgotten Farm, and what is it called? Beekeeper. So cute. That one would be cute for a flat fold. And I have some cool finishing trims that I can maybe use for that. Another Not Forgotten Farm Summerfield. I love that. I mean, how can you go wrong? You have a sheep, a shepherdess, a bee skep, sunflowers, some bees. This one's a pretty good contender for the bee stitching, I think. So we'll see what I actually end up pulling out for those plans. Let's see, what else do I maybe have in here? I kind of organize possibilities of patterns I know that I want to stitch. Kind of pull out the ones that are really speaking to me, that I think, oh, I can do that pretty quickly, or I really want to do that. Here's another one. Who is this by? Cherry Hill Stitchery. It's called Honey. Very cute. It's fairly simple. I think that would be a fairly quick stitch. How big is this one? 73 by 87. So that would be quick. Look how that one's finished. Very cute. Burlap bow. Buffalo check button. Got some, looks like jute around the edges. Very cute. So that one, that could be a possibility also. So that's part of future plans there. And also, so end of July, 1st of August, the bee decor comes out. And then that will stay out through August. 1st of September, I like to put out scarecrows and pumpkins to kind of start to transition into October with the pumpkins. So September will be scarecrows and pumpkins, and I don't have very many scarecrow patterns either, so I'm kind of looking for more of those. I don't know why, but I am just thinking ahead so much about fall stitching, and as I was kind of pulling out some options, I wanted to share with you some more. These are things that I won't get to them all. I won't choose them all to stitch, but they really, I want to get to them someday. So this is Stacy Nash's Butternut House Pin Keep. I love that. Look at that mustard house. That's just beautiful. That's got to be started soon. Another Stacy Nash Jack's House Pin Keep. Another Stacy Nash Pumpkin Harvest Pin Keep. So cute. I may not put the jack-o'-lantern faces on all of them. We'll see. Oh, another one I just ordered. Turkey Hollow Farm. I don't think that's the name of it. It's something else, but it's the Turkey Hollow Farm from Stacy Nash. I want to do that. Another one by Stacy, Mustard Seed Manor Sewing Book. So cute. Another Stacy Nash. This is Country Sampler Toil and Trouble Pin Keep. Cute, cute, cute. Another Stacy Nash, Cast Your Spells. Lots of options. What will she choose? Have to wait and see. This is an Primitive Betty's Old Autumn Pocket. Cute. I think I would finish it like that. This one is a Not Forgotten Farm Pumpkin Walk Manor. Not Forgotten Farm Pumpkin Walk Manor. Cute, cute, cute. So, if you have any of these and you want to start them with me, drop me a comment below and we can start making plans for start-alongs, which I'm more better at start-alongs than I am at stitch-alongs. Thank you all for always watching, coming back and watching. Thank you to those that have subscribed and left comments, and just always being good to me, being nice and kind. I appreciate it. And stay tuned for what's to come, what I'm going to stitch. Who knows? The phone is ringing, so I better get off of here, and hopefully I can get this uploaded soon. Y'all take care, and I'll see you soon.